So in our last class, we discussed about different types of data in Python. Let's see how we can work with control statements in Python. So let's talk about control statement in Python. First of all, we need to understand what is exactly control statement, what we can do with this. Okay, what we can do with control statement. So control statement is something by which you can control the statement. Okay, like suppose if you have multiple statements are there, I have a statement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or suppose five print statements are there and all. Okay, so I have 5 to 6 lines of code. These are called basically statement. If I have 5 to 6 statements are there, so how I can control it? Suppose after executing of first line, now I want to execute the third line or fourth line. So I want to control my statement. How we can do this? That we can do by using control statement. Now, here we have different methods are there. The first one is if condition. You can apply condition over here. Then you can apply here if else condition also. These are the part of control statement. Then you can use if elif else statement, if elif else statement, and you can apply lots of other things here. You can use nested if. Okay, lots of other things are there. We can use it one by one. Let's start with if. When we can use if here, how we can use it in control statement. So suppose if I let me do it in my program. See, let me give you the syntactical part of this one. So my syntax is if. Here you need to apply the condition of the if condition colon, because after that we need to write multiple statements here. Okay, so if condition. Now the value of condition is either true or false. So either the condition will be true or the condition will be false. Only two answer will be there. So if the condition is true, it will execute whatever inside the if condition. Okay. But if the condition is false, it will skip all these things inside the if block and we're just out of this block. This is how it works. Let me give a program, but let me give an example of that. So for that, I'm going to open my IDLE first. Create a new file for control statement. Let's see. So first of all, suppose I want to write my name here, print or anything. I'm writing here QWERTY. Then I want to write here hello. Okay. So I have two statements here. I'm going to execute it. So it will print QWERTY and the next side will print hello. As you can see here. Now the next thing is what I want after QWERTY. At some condition I want to execute hello. Like suppose I'm taking here if I'm using here any value, like suppose if mm, a is greater than 5, then only I want to print hello, otherwise I don't want to print hello. Okay, and then after that I'm printing here QWERTY and then QWERTY once again. Anything you can write here, it's up to you. Okay, now but the thing is, what is the value of a here? We need to initialize it also. So I'm using here a is equal to, I want to take value from user. Okay, so int input, I won't take value from user. So enter the value for a. Okay. Now, so let's execute this. Let's see how it actually works. First of all, it execute the first line of code which is QWERTY. Because it'll be next line. Then we need to take value from you. Suppose I'm taking value as 2. Okay. Now, in this case, what will happen? It checks the next line, which is if we have a condition. If the value of a is greater than 5 or not. In this case, you can see it is true. Okay. In this case, you can see it is true. I mean false. Okay. 2 is smaller than 5, not greater than 5. So because the condition is false, we are just out of this block. It will not execute whatever inside it. So it prints QWERTY after that. This will be the output. But suppose in A we have 11 or anything which is greater than 5. So in this case, first of all, it print QWERTY. Then in A, suppose we have 11. So it checks the condition 11 is greater than 5. True. If true, print hello or whatever inside the block. Cursor is in next line, and then we have QWERTY. This is how it works. Okay, let's see. Let's run this code. And you can see here. So first of all, value for A is, let me use here 3. So in this case, you can see QWERTY and QWERTY only. We do not have hello here because the condition is not true. Same way, again, I'm going to run this code. 34 this time, and you can see print. We have 34. So hello and QWERTY. Okay, so this is how you can control the statement, which exactly you want to execute, which is exactly you don't want to execute. So this is how actually it works. I hope this is clear, everyone. The next thing is the problem with this if here is whenever I'm taking value from if the condition is not true, it will not give me any output, no? So in this, we can apply another condition which is called if else. Let's see. Let me comment everything. So here, in the same example, I'm using here else colon print. Here I have hello. Now I want to print bye. Now what will happen? Let's see. So in this case, first of all, QWERTY. Okay. So in A, I need to take value from user. I'm using an 11. Okay. So if 11 is greater than 5, so you can see it is true. If true, it execute whatever inside it, which means hello. Cursor is in the next line. Now, because we're using if else condition, either if will execute or else will execute. In any case, both of them will not execute. So because if is already executed is true, so it goes outside the block. Doesn't matter what inside the else, it will not check actually if is true. Okay, and then again it prints QWERTY. But let me show you once again. But again, I'm going to execute this code QWERTY. Cursor is in the next line. In A, suppose I have 2 or any value which is smaller than 5. So check the condition. 2 is greater than 5, false. If false, it directly goes, it skip whatever inside the if, it goes to else part and it execute whatever inside it, which is by, and then it prints QWERTY or whatever after that. Let's see. Let's execute the code. So I'm using here 4 and you can see by and QWERTY because it goes to else block. And if the condition is true, I'm using here 55, so you can see it prints hello, the if part. Okay, so in any condition, only one block is going to be executed, either if or else. Thank you.